You're listening to the At Your Request Show with Nick Collins. This is Up FM 107.5.
You better get up, get out and change it. Get out and change it.
Welcome back. It is the At Your Request Show right here on Up FM. You're listening to a little bit of Yolanda Be Cool featuring Nola Darling, track called Change. On the telephone line right now, and I'm gotta give them a huge intro. Yolanda Be Cool is the brainchild of Matt Johnson Handley and Andrew Sylvester Stanley. Together, they were the highest selling artist in the whole of Australia for 2010, having the tune that they don't really like to talk about much go to number one in over 16 different countries, prompting a tour around the four corners of the globe. In 2012, they've distanced themselves from that tune, I think it's fair to say, and they've focused all their energies on the release of their brand new album, Ladies Mentalmen. Now, for the very first time ever on Up FM, I have got Sylvester from Yolanda Be Cool on the line. Are you there, buddy?
I am. How you doing?
I'm not bad at all. Now, first up, something that I've kind of wanted to know for the last couple of years. Where did the name Yolanda Be Cool come from?
It came from... it's basically a reference out of a film that we love, directed by Quentin Tarantino. Is it ringing any bells? It's out of a diner scene, a very famous diner scene.
Out of Pulp Fiction.
That's the one. That's the one. You know the end of the diner scene where they're robbing the diner. It's like, be cool, honey bunny, and it's like, yeah, see. What was it? Yolanda. Well, she actually never says Yolanda Be Cool, but they say Be Cool Yolanda or something like that.
Yeah.
Something.
This is a robbery. Any of you move and I'll execute every mother one of you.
That's it. That's the one. So that's where it came from.
Oh, excellent. Now, for the past 2 years, you've been pretty busy playing shows all over the world. Where are some of the more unusual places you've been in the last little while?
Last year this year we played some pretty weird places. We played in Mozambique, actually. I flew in from Sydney and just flew in, got there at night, played the gig, and then in the morning I remember opening up the hotel room and I thought I was going to see like lions, tigers and zebras, and I opened up the curtain and it was like I was right on the coast. It was beautiful palm trees and like blue water everywhere. I was like, had no idea where I was. So Mozambique was a funny one. It was on the coast of Africa, for those who don't know, but I didn't know. Where else did we go? We played in Siberia. Siberia is a pretty unusual place as well. Also equally beautiful, but yeah, very different and cold. Yeah, so they're two extremes, Siberia and Mozambique.
Now, in early October this year, in one of the most amusing musical press conferences that I've seen in a while, you denounced on the website, on your own website, yolandarecall.com, that your number one hit, and we've got to talk about it just really, really quickly, We Know Speak Americano, stating that the song has been grossly overplayed and misrepresented and that the beats are no longer fresh. Now, what made you feel so strongly that you boldly and very publicly put out the press release?
Oh man, it was just a little bit of fun that we were having, and then I've got a couple of mates. I mean, we played in New York quite a few times, and I've got heaps of mates over there, and it was literally just a funny idea that we had, having a couple of beers, and we thought, something needs to be done. I mean, it was just a bit of a joke. We thought, let's just do it, because my mate over there works in an advertising agency, and we literally just started deciding to do it, and then before we knew it, we were shooting it in LA, and it was just a bit of fun. But I mean, yeah, it was just something that sort of came up, and it's really just, Johnson and I both got pretty good sense of humour, we think, so we thought, why not? If you can't have fun in the music industry, when can you?
Now, it is pretty fair to say number one in 16 countries. Now, did you buy anything frivolous with the money that was made from We Know Speak Americano? Like, I don't know, a new studio equipment, a new car, maybe a speedboat? I don't know. Did you waste away some of that money?
Oh, we've wasted away heaps of money on heaps of things over the years. Nothing in particular really that comes to mind, other than unnecessary tequila shots at 4 a.m. around the world in a million different bars, probably. But no, I've got a nice little studio here in Bondi, so can't complain.
Now, the brand new album is called Ladies Mentalmen. It's just about to drop globally tomorrow, in fact, with the singles Change and, of course, Before Midnight as well, receiving great airplay right here on Up FM. What can the people expect when they put on Ladies Mentalmen?
I guess it's a combination of all the stuff that we've loved and been inspired by over the years. I mean, it's not. There's a 70 BPM ballad on there, and there's 128 BPM sort of club bangers. So it's everything from that, everything from sort of those different BPMs, different styles. I mean, we definitely didn't try to pigeonhole ourselves into one particular thing. It's not like a nothing but the beat David Guetta 15 club tracks. We like to say there's something in there for everyone, from ladies to mentalmen.
Nice work. Now, are there any collaborations or special vocalists to look out for on the album?
Yep. I guess, besides the ones that you'd already know, which are Nola Darling and the bumps on there, which obviously features Crystal Waters, but we're really, really lucky to have been able to collaborate with a very, very famous, talented Aboriginal singer called Gurumul. He's actually blind. He's been blind from birth, and he plays the guitar upside down. And it's a really, really special track. It's called A Barrow in New York, and that one's probably going to be one of the singles coming out early next year. But it's got a pretty good tribal beat sort of underneath, and a really beautiful vocal from Gurumul. What's
your favourite track from the album? You know, the one that you kind of keep coming back to, and thinking that this is the one that I'm most proud of. Maybe the one you spent the most time on.
Yeah, that's a good question. There's a track called "To Be Alone" that was written by a good buddy of ours called Jess, and she sung and wrote the vocals on it, and we were really, really lucky enough to get the soul legend Omar to sing the male part of the track. And it's just like, it's definitely not traditionally Yolanda Be Cool sounding. It's sort of, it's a bit slower. It's really sort of emotional. And that's the one that Johnson and I really love. We just trying to figure out the best timing wise to actually push it. But I think sort of after Abaru, that may be one of the singles next year. You know what I mean? So we've gone out with guns blazing with the party stuff. And I reckon next year you'll get to hear some of the other sides of Yolanda Be Cool.
Now, it's been documented that Johnson and yourself, when performing, you like to dress in matching outfits, and also you sport rather lengthy beards. Now, a bit of a funny one for you. How much inspiration did your beard play in the writing process for your new album, Ladies Mentalmen?
It's always really important to have a long beard, because when you're stuck and you're trying to think of something, whether it's a different chord progression or a lyric, you just scratch your beard or pull a certain hair or twist some of the whiskers. So, I mean, if there was no whiskers there, I don't know what we'd do in those unusual times when we're having writer's block. So, yeah, it's instrumental. Long beards are important.
Built for solid chin stroking.
That's it.
And also, once the album has surfaced, what is going to be next for Yolanda Be Cool? Obviously, you've got the singles coming out, but kind of what are you looking forward to maybe this time next year?
This time next year, we would have, the album would have been out for about a year. We would have toured it quite intensely. Well, we're doing Australia, and we're hanging around Australia for Christmas, and I'm going to try to get over to New Zealand as well before March. So that's we're focused on playing shows here, and then obviously back over to Miami in March as well, and Europe for the summer. But yeah, so I guess we love making music, so we're excited to start. Just keep writing. Actually, we don't want to stop that. So who knows? Maybe another EP will drop this time next year, or we'll start writing the next album. We haven't started it yet, but yeah, a full year of touring and more writing as well, for sure.
How easy has it become over the years, with the internet just being so prominent, and basically within literally 5 minutes you can send your track halfway around the world? How easy has it become, to stay in Sydney or stay in Australia, yet be so big on a global scale?
The internet is, I mean, I'm not saying anything new here. It is actually amazing. I mean, there's so many platforms. I mean, we just actually hit up one of our favourite sort of artists just then on Twitter saying, mate, we've got this track, we want you to remix it, blah, blah, blah. And then literally within 40 seconds we heard back from them. They said, sure, send it over, send it to this email address. I mean, it was like that's one artist to another artist. We didn't worry about management, didn't worry about anything. So I guess it's just instantly, it's just about getting results instantly, you know what I mean? And I guess, yeah, being able to, I mean, even making songs is like, it's easy because you share Dropboxes, you share folders with different people. You know, we've got tracks working with a guy in Berlin, we've got a track working with our mate Waxy in Newtown. So, yeah, internet's crazy.
Now, I've got a series of rapid-fire questions for you. Some of them are pretty funny, so we can have a bit of fun with this one. Now, who's cooler, yourself or Johnson?
Johnson's way cooler. I'm just better looking.
Who's the most surprising person that you've seen play one of your tunes?
David Guetta.
What's the strangest item a fan has ever given you, or maybe thrown at you?
Oh, yeah, someone in Spain actually came up with a cover of one of our really, really old, one of our first singles. That was pretty unusual. We definitely expect him to be giving us that. So I guess that's pretty unusual.
Who is the most famous person on your cell phone?
I'm just trying to think. Chucky's pretty famous, isn't he?
Yep,
He's a pretty cool DJ.
What do you most want for Christmas? Being Christmas isn't far away, what are you most looking forward to? Hopefully maybe getting, receiving, or what would you like for Christmas?
I'd like to have a big bowl of delicious seafood and prawns.
And finally, where can people find out more about Yolanda Be Cool? In particular, the album, the singles, and everything else. Where's the best place to go to find out about that information?
The best place to find out about all that type of stuff is, I guess we keep our Facebook pretty up to date. So that's Facebook, Yolanda Be Cool Facebook, and then also SoundCloud. We've got all our latest sort of mixes and stuff on SoundCloud.
There you have it. The album Ladies Mentalmen is available from tomorrow. It is will be going up on iTunes and all great digital download stores as well. Are you doing a physical copy of this one as well?
Yeah, we've got like CDs that have gone out sort of all the shops in Australia, and I'm hoping New Zealand as well. So yeah.
So thank you very much, Sylvester. Have a fantastic day. We're going to go away. We're going to go play Before Midnight by yourselves, Yolanda Be Cool. Thank you very much for taking the time to have a chat with us, and good luck and Merry Christmas as well.
Merry Christmas to you too, and thanks for having me.
Not a problem, mate.
Thanks for playing our tracks.
Rush out and get that album, Ladies and Mentalmen.